Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I'm going to be sharing another Plan As I Go rewind spread. I'm using this Caress Press full kit you're seeing right here. It was her Oh What Fun kit, and I thought this was so festive and decorative to use for my Christmas week rewind. So if you haven't seen one of these before, it's basically my opportunity to almost kind of scrapbook my life. So I normally do pre-planning in my two planners, but these weekly spreads I do, my Plan As I Go style, I retro plan. So I kind of use stickers, like planning stickers, to basically fill in what I did each day. So I'm just going ahead in my sidebar here. I use the quote box up top, and then I'm just putting the habit trackers down since I had them. I don't necessarily need habits in this kind of Plan As I Go style, but since they're there, I decided to use them. And I am just layering some washi behind the headers. And she didn't really have a Happy Mail sticker, so I'm going to grab an emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. to fill in on that washi instead. So there's my little emoji there, and then I'm just putting a list to track the Happy Mail I had coming in that day. It's actually useful, like when something goes like into my tracking app, then I can put it on the list, and then once it's there, I can check it off that it came. So I don't always use it like that. Sometimes I just backfill it, to be perfectly honest, but can be useful. And then I did the this week for, I think I ended up using that for my uploads, but we'll see. Now I'm doing the date covers. I kind of was sad to put on the little numbers because I thought the ornaments were so cute as is, and the white background of the numbers kind of blocked them out, but oh well. I really like these date covers because they kind of had like a white background, so they weren't so busy, and it was already a fairly busy spread with all the colors and everything, so it was nice that these were a little bit more simple. And then moving on to Monday, I'm just going to put a piece of washi at the top of every day, kind of throughout this spread, just to benchmark it up top. Sometimes I put a today sticker instead, but I just did the washi this week. And my week did not get off to a good start at all. I was so frustrated, so I used my little Once More with Love, flipping the table munchkin, because I had gotten up at the butt crack of dawn to go to a spin class, and Metro was such a disaster because it was still during Safe Track, and it made me miss my spin class. I was so frustrated. I allowed for like plenty of time, but it still wasn't enough. So that was extremely annoying. And luckily now Metro, when I'm filming this voiceover, is done with Safe Track, so hopefully that shouldn't be as big of a deal. But anyway, on Monday, I just put that full box down to take up some space, and I marked down that I watched the previous week's Brooklyn Nine-Nine with my husband because we had missed that week. And then I'm just taking a to-do header and one of the little 3-heart checklists that came with the list to mark down some things I had to get done that night. Like editing and picking up, and I wanted to do my nails. In retrospect, I think there was like a little nail polish icon that I should have used, but oh well. And then I am taking some snowflake washi. This was from Simply Gilded, and I'm using it just as a background for this cute little reading sticker from Murdoch Talks. I ripped it a little bit, but I thought that was really cute because I did some reading that night. And then I'm just filling in my sidebar there. And then on to Tuesday, I'm going to take another piece of washi. I'm just going to kind of alternate the printed and solid ones up there. And I am filling in that I went for a run, and I didn't end up liking how I wrote miles, so I'm going to grab just a little scale sticker and kind of cover that, to try to cover that up. And it was absolutely freezing out, so I grabbed a Once More with Love munchkin that was like wrapped in a scarf and hat and wrote "Brr" next to it. It was so cold. I only did 2 miles, but still better than nothing. And then I put the full box at the bottom of the day, and I marked down using an appointment label from the kit that I had to work late. So I used a little clock icon as well. It was a little frustrating, but that's okay. And then I wanted to just mark down that I called my mom on the way home, or on my way to the Metro, just to chat with her. I really like that little phone icon that came with the kit. I thought that was really cute. And then I'm taking a TV little thing as well as a little asterisk little thing, kind of stacking those up. I just marked down that I watched New Girl that night, and then I just kind of like sat on the internet for like 45 minutes because I was just so tired. I didn't want to leave the couch. Really bad, but I am documenting my life honestly, at least. And then I just put the little piece of washi there to cover up the header and used a paper and milk filming sticker to mark down that I did a little bit of filming. And I also used the laundry day sticker from the kit because kind of throughout the night I was just doing a load of laundry. Now I'm taking some of the deco pieces down at the bottom. I loved how tiny these were. They could fit into like all sorts of nooks and crannies. Sometimes when deco pieces are really big, I don't find myself using them, but these were like kind of mini and perfect size to squeeze into little various places. And then on Wednesday, I am taking the full box at the top, and I'm using one of my Piper Paper Co. food truck icons because I got food truck for lunch. I forgot to mark down which one, which I should have because I liked that food truck, but I didn't write it down. So now I don't know, the problems of memory keeping. And just marking that down there. I didn't really do anything that morning, so I put that full box there. And then Wednesday night, I made dinner for us. So I got a little Once More with Love munchkin out to mark that down. And then I am going to take a half box and mark down that I did some filming because I was going to be traveling over the weekend. So I wanted to pre-plan my Erin Condren before I left. And I just used a little camera icon from the kit. I'll go back later and add a planner because I thought it looked a little sparse that way. And then that night, I kind of made a list and checked it twice and realized I hadn't ordered nearly enough things for some members of my family. So I kind of did some panic ordering on Amazon to do that. So I used that little Coffee Monsters Co. emoji where she's checking the list because that was me. I like literally checked the list and I was like, oh my God, I never ordered this and that. But that's okay. And on to Thursday. Thursday was kind of my last day at work before the holiday. And now I'm just going through and putting the washi down first just to get all of this down so I could know how much washi I had left to work with. And then on Thursday morning, I finally made it actually to a spin class. So I'm marking that down using a half box and a little weights icon from the kit. This time I did it on the other side. I did it before I went to the metro. Sometimes I go to ones that are in the city. Sometimes I go to ones that are closer to my house. The classes that are closer to my house probably are more reliable given the metro situation. Anyway, and then I am taking a full box and going to put that down, and I'm going to use a meal little thing to mark where we got for lunch. And by the way, with my like exercise classes that I take, I use ClassPass to do that. I do have a link below, like that's a referral link for ClassPass if you guys are interested in checking it out if it's in your city. I think it's awesome if you're in a bigger city because you can try out so many classes and it's like $11 a class if you do the basics plan. And I think it's just a really nice way to like try out different studios and go to a bunch of different stuff. It's not that good if you don't live near a city. They might not even offer it, but I like it. Anyway, back to Thursday, and I just marked down that I worked late again. I used that little clock that came with the kit. And then that night we got lazy and ordered pizza and watched some football, so that was fun. And then I was up late doing a bunch of to-dos because I kind of like watched football for too long. So I marked those down at the bottom there on the list, noting that I had to pack with the little suitcase that came with the kit and that I had to do some last minute gift wrapping. I marked that with an emoji, which you'll see in a second. And now I am going back and adding that planner to Wednesday, like I mentioned, and just putting in some deco because it was looking just a little sparse, and filling in my uploads there on the sidebar as well. So yeah, you can see at the bottom on the to-dos, I used the little emoji. I thought that was so cute. I went like munchkin and emoji crazy this week, but how often do you get to use your Christmas sheets? So I wanted to use them up while I could. And then on Friday, we were up late, so we slept in, which was bad because we were supposed to get on the road. So we got on the road way later than we meant to. That sleep late sticker is from Piper Paper Co. I love that with little eye mask. But that's okay. My mom was understanding. We didn't really get into her her house until like after 7 that night, which was not great. So then once we got up rolling, we decided to make a quick stop at Dunkin' Donuts. So I marked that with a little coffee cup. And then really the whole day was kind of spent driving. So I'm just going to take a half box to mark that out and kind of fill around it with some deco just to fill in the space. I thought the little car one was perfect. Like I kind of did the car and then the home on either side to mark that I was driving to home. I don't know. I thought that was cute. And then I took some washi down there to just cover that header up and put in a few more pieces of deco. And when we got there, we went to Wegmans, which is like we go to Wegmans down here too, but Wegmans was originated in the place I'm from. Like I'm from near Rochester, New York. And I'm obsessed with Wegmans. So we went to Wegmans that night and we ate dinner there too. And then that night, my mom put us right to work and had us decorating cookies. I'm kidding. It was a lot of fun actually. We were decorating cookies. So I used that little emoji, that is, I don't know if you can tell, but it's baking. So it's really cute. And then on Saturday, Christmas Eve, I'm putting in my weekend banner before I forget. And on Saturday morning, we do a Christmas brunch with my stepdad and his family and kind of exchange gifts with them because they do their own thing on Christmas morning. So this was perfect and we could do brunch with them. So that was nice. And so I'm just, again, going to take some emojis and some munchkins. These are the ugly sweater munchkins. They're so cute. I'm just filling in that washi below it first. I was having a little bit of a hard time working with the Crest Press stickers. They're so nice and smooth to write on, but I find them kind of hard to like work with. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys agree or not. And then I'm just taking the little emoji that's like wearing the Christmas pajamas. I thought that was really cute. And then on Saturday, because Sunday was Christmas, there was Sunday football on Saturday, so that was very strange. And I watched the Bills get themselves out of the playoffs. Oh my God. We probably weren't going to make it anyway because there was a whole slew of things that had to happen for us to make it. But like the fact that they just shot themselves in the foot with that loss, it was bad. It was really painful. So I'm going to dig out one of my like angry munchkins to mark that down. Me banging my head against the wall is truly my relationship with the Buffalo Bills. But anyway, on Saturday, then we were going to dinner at the mall, so I decided to do a little bit of last minute gift shopping beforehand. And I always like to do that. You always get some pretty good deals. Like they kind of start putting up some of the Boxing Day sales. And there was like one other thing I wanted to get for my mom. So I picked that up at the mall and just kind of shopped around a little bit. And then we went out to dinner that night at just an Italian restaurant that's like at the mall. It's nice. It's like nothing crazy fancy, but it gets the job done. And then that night, we normally go to midnight mass, but my husband really wasn't feeling well. And my mom and I were just kind of like, you know what, we can skip it this year. Hopefully that we can pick up the tradition again next year. So instead, we had a movie night and we watched Elf, which I love Elf, so that was perfect. And then I used the little Once More with Love Christmas bucket list wrap gifts at the bottom of the day because I did some late night wrapping of the stuff I had bought that afternoon. And now I'm looking for something to mark down that it was actually Christmas on Sunday. I just felt like it was kind of weird to not have anything to say Christmas, and this kit didn't have a full box that said Merry Christmas. So I'm taking this Happy Planner Merry Christmas sticker. It doesn't totally go with the style of this kit, but I thought it worked well enough. It's one of those transparent ones, so you can kind of layer it over stuff, which is nice. And on Christmas, we always are super low-key. My mom made like a nice French toast, and we kind of slept in, eventually got around to opening gifts, and it was just really low-key and nice. So that was a lot of fun. And again, I'm just marking that down with an emoji. And then we had a nice Christmas dinner. My husband really likes having like a Christmas dinner, so my mom has helped adopt that tradition, so that was really nice. And I just used the little like ate too much munchkin on the Christmas bucket list because I just thought that was cute. And then after we kind of eat Christmas dinner mid-afternoon, we kind of make the rounds to my aunt's house. So we went to one aunt's house first, and then we ended the night at my second aunt's house, and that is the aunt where we always do a big game night with my cousins. It's always so fun. Normally we play Cranium, but I've decided that the guys were too scared of losing yet again, so we didn't play Cranium this year, and instead we played Sequence, which is kind of like this card board game. It's hard to explain. But it was a lot of fun. So just again, using some emojis to mark that down and make that special. And that's kind of it for this spread. I thought this was so fun and festive. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm just gonna go through and add a couple more emojis and deco now. But yeah, let me know down below if you enjoyed this. I hope everybody that celebrates had a great Christmas. Sorry this is up so late. Hope it's not too late to hear a little bit about my holidays. I had a really nice time at home and was glad to take it a little bit slower and take some time off. So thank you guys as always for watching, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye.